Today on JDTV News, the seniors are graduating.
The senior awards were last Friday.
And the JDHS drama department takes theater in a bold new direction where no man has gone before.
Hello and welcome to JDTV News.
The last JDTV News. I am Kyle.
And I am Calvin. Also on the show, we have stuff. But it's real, we have a show, I promise. All that and more on JDTV News.
Now, before we begin, I think we should take a moment.
Let's just get to the new stuff. So, there was, I know. Every year, some people betray JDHS for college and jobs and things. This year, it's our class of 2015, but before we left, the teachers honored some of us for doing good things. Who wrote this?
In the words of Mr. Cole.
All classes were 15 minutes shorter last Friday because of the senior awards ceremony. Various seniors were honored for their accomplishments in different departments throughout the school. These people were Nathan Klein for World Languages, Max Blues for Social Studies, Johnny Elliott for Science, Johnny Elliott and Abigail Taylor-Roth for Math, Etienne Sobola for English, Brita Fagerstrom for Drama, Yukai Engen for Art, Mariah Soriano, Nanette Soliani, Tori Ross, and Etienne Sobola for Yearbook, and finally, Ben Scudder for the Above Self Award.
Okay, what's next? What? Really? So, apparently, Janetha has the live shot about graduation right now. Janetha, what's the sitch?
Thanks, Kyle. As you can see, people have started setting up for the graduation ceremony that will be held this Sunday evening starting at 7 p.m. and lasting until about 9 p.m. We will be broadcasting the ceremony live on Channel 6 and on our website at jdhsvideo.org. For those planning on graduating in the future, I did a bit of research into what you can do to be successful. We all enter high school knowing that it doesn't last forever. The day will come when it will be the last time you walk through the doors here at JDHS with the hopes of knowing you've graduated. Hi, I'm Janetha Peralta, and I'm here to teach you how to graduate. The first step you need to do is track your progress so far. Set up a meeting with your counselor to discuss how many credits you have and plan for what classes you will need to take in your following years here at JDHS. Here is a list of the required classes that you will need to take. The credits add up to a total of 23 credits in order to graduate, so I suggest you take these classes as soon as possible. And lastly, you must take the SAT or ACT exam and you will be well on your way to graduating. And that's all you need to know on how to graduate. I'm Janetha Peralta with JDTV News. Have a great day.
So now, let's talk about theater. Yeah, you all like theater, right? Well, we could tell you about the future of theater. Over the years, the drama department has done a plethora of fun and exciting shows. But you may be wondering, what's next? Well, I took a trip down to the theater department to find out more.
So for the musical, which will be in January, we're going to do Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. And that is a romp'em, stomp'em Western. It's a lot of fun. And then in the fall, kind of to connect to that whole spirit, we're going to do Meet Me in St. Louis, but we're going to do the non-musical version.
I also talked to some future drama students to find out their thoughts.
I hear we're doing Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and that's a show I've always wanted to do, so I'm excited about that.
The question now is, should people join the drama department for next year?
Oh, they should definitely join. There's really good parts for both boys and girls, and they will learn a lot about acting. They'll learn a lot about dancing, and
you should join. Joining is what you should do.
That sounds like a resounding yes. Well, I hope to see you all in next year's theater productions, except I won't be here. But you should do it anyway. Well, that's all. So, join drama, and goodbye. I think that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Whoever did that did a beautiful job.
That was your story, Kyle.
What? No, not at all. Well, kind of. You know what? Let's see what's next. Calvin?
Kyle, you take this one.
What? No, Calvin, it's your turn.
But you're just so much you're so much more of a newsman than I am, and we want the show to be good. It's our last one.
Calvin, it's your turn.
Okay. Sports. Are there any sports? Are we still doing? So now we have to talk about sports for some dumb reason. I don't know why. Probably some contract thing. What I mean to say is, and now we're heading back to the gym to get a good report on this week's sports.
So, who's even on sports? Liam? Is that you? How's it going over there, Liam? What's the sitch?
Hey guys, we've got a lot of sporty sports news for you this week, being our last week of school and all. Well, for us seniors anyways. That's right, folks, if you haven't heard, us seniors are in the final stretch. We're going for that touchdown. We're gonna have a slam dunk, a home run, a hole-in-one. Oh, that's enough sports references for now. Let's get to the real deal. Starting on last Thursday, baseball played against Thunder Mountain with a score of 4-1. And then on Friday, boys soccer played a great game against TM with also a score of 4-1. Deja vu. Soccer played again on Friday and played an even greater game against Thunder Mountain with a score of 8-0. Continuing last Friday's sports, the girls' soccer team beat K-High with a 3-0 lead. Friday sure was full of sports. This game too was on Friday. It was baseball versus Ketchikan, but we lost with a 10-15 score under K-High. Friday had one more game with baseball against Sitka, picking up the ball and leading to a JD win of 4-0. Now to Saturday, girls soccer defeated K-High with a score of 4-1. Deja vu? Wow, guys, we sure did well for our last week. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Liam. That was beautiful.
It's been a great year for art at JDHS, and the visual arts program is going out in style with a big show. We go to Jesse now for more.
The JDHS Visual Arts Program is taking one last opportunity to show off all the great work this year. They will be hosting a big show this week. It all kicked off during fourth period on Thursday with the show open to students, staff, and even the public.
It's a culminating show. All the drawing students and all the ceramic students will have several of their favorite works on display in the art classrooms, as well as art in the main commons area, new art in the main commons area. This is an example of two different students doing the same project differently. They're both the same animal. They chose geckos, and they both applied a lot of fanciful texture, this applied texture, these cool little bumps with the stamps in them and this twisted rope and these pretty little loops of coils. That's part of the requirement for this final assignment.
I have an art show at COPA for the entirety of the month of May, and it'll be coming down relatively soon, so you should take the opportunity to go see it before it's gone. A show that I have up currently was called My Ugly Selfie Project, and it was basically just a bunch of really ugly drawings of myself, in the sense that I was making weird faces, and it was like really distorted in some of the pictures, because I wanted to be comfortable with the way I look, because I think it's very important for everyone, especially teenagers, to be able to say hey, I look weird, and that's fine.
Keep supporting visual arts at Juneau-Douglas High School. This kind of problem solving is good for the brain. Thank you.
Next up, we have the calendar.
Calendar? We graduate Sunday. What calendar?
I don't know. I guess it's a contract thing.
Today, the boys soccer team is in Ketchikan, the baseball team is in Sitka, track and field regions are being held here in Juneau, and the JV softball team goes against Ketchikan.
Continuing on what's happening today, varsity softball goes against Ketchikan, the JV girls team soccer team goes against Thunder Mountain, varsity softball goes against Ketchikan, and varsity girls soccer team goes against Thunder Mountain.
Tomorrow, our baseball team is in Sitka, track and field regions are still going on, and both the JV and varsity girls soccer teams are going against Thunder Mountain.
Sunday, all the seniors will be graduating. Yay!
And Thursday, baseball regions will be held here in Juneau, and soccer state is in Anchorage.
Oh yeah, and Thursday is also the last day of school for all the rest of you, so that's cool.
Student recognition was held this past Wednesday in the upper library. Several students were honored. The students that were honored were Marielle Carrillo, Zachary Hubert, Anastasia Hobson-George, James Johnny, and Simeon Maison.
Now, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show.
It is? It is.
Woo! It's time for weather! Yeah! Tell us everything there is to know about the weather, Cece.
Thanks, Kyle. Everyone has probably noticed the miraculous weather lately. I mean, it hasn't rained since the 10th. Anyway, it looks like the nice weather will be continuing through this weekend. Friday will be sunny with highs of 74 and some light winds. Saturday will also be sunny with a high of 74 and no winds. Sunday is supposed to be cloudy with a high of 67, and Memorial Day will be the same, but I'm like 98% sure that it will be very sunny and warm and delightful for graduation. Back to you guys at the desk. Calvin?
I love weather. It's my favorite. Oh my, that was the last one.
Oh man, it is. This is it.
What am I gonna do with my life now?
Well, Kelvin, it's been a privilege and an honor.
Well, Kyle, all I can say at this point is...
Oh, geez. Graduation rehearsal's in 5 minutes.
What?
Come on, we need to go.
But the show, we need to...
No time.
But how will everyone know that they can find our website
Oh, for God's sake, could you get any more cliche? Come on, we're going. All you, goodbye.
Well, before we go, I'd just like to say... Oh, forget it. Goodbye.